The Victoria Mansion. It's hard to believe this one-of-a-kind property is in the heart of Portland. Lucky for us, it's been preserved so that we may enjoy it much the same way they did 150 years ago.
I always know when someone's entering the mansion for the first time because you can hear an audible intake of breath or something like, "Oh my God," as they look up and see the three-story stair hall with all the stained glass and carved woodwork and paintings. There's no space like it anywhere.
We are remarkably lucky here in that it is truly a time capsule of 1860 opulence. Places like New York City and Boston had equally elaborate houses in the 1850s, but none of them survive. It is a unique survival.
Also known as the Morse Libby House, the mansion was built between 1858 and 1860 as a summer home for Ruggles Sylvester Morse, a Maine native who made his fortune in New Orleans as the proprietor of luxury hotels.
You get into so many aspects of American history by starting with this house and the people who lived in it. The Morses lived here. They had no children. They preserved its interior. They furnished it of a piece in 1860. When they sold it to the Libby family in 1894, the Libbys purchased many of the furnishings and they respected and preserved the interiors. So we are blessed with having over 90% of the original furnishings, and much of the interior decoration is intact.
And it came within really a hair's breadth of being torn down to be replaced by a gas station. By serendipity, a man named William Holmes, who was a retired educator, happened to drive through Portland, saw the house, and determined it couldn't come down. I'm not sure he knew what he was going to do with it at the time, but he purchased it, so he was the house's savior. That was in 1940. In 1942, the Victoria Society of Maine Women of Achievement was established to preserve the house as a museum. The thinking at the time was that perhaps no one might know what the Morse Libby house was, but certainly everyone knew Queen Victoria and the style, so that by naming it the Victoria Mansion, it would have instant recognizability.
Surviving its near destruction, a hurricane which smashed the skylight in the foyer, and weathering more than 150 Maine winters, when you visit the Victoria Mansion today, you may never notice all of the restoration efforts put into maintaining this historical monument. It is noted for its trompe-l'oeil, or fool the eye, wall and ceiling decorations by Giuseppe Guttaccini, and interior decor by Gustav Herder.
We have literally just completed the restoration of the Pompeian bathroom, which is, as far as I know, unique in American architecture. Prior to that, we restored the Turkish smoking room, which is also a unique space. We believe it's the earliest room of Islamic-inspired design that survives in America, and also the earliest smoking room to survive.
Each room is really in a different style, a different historical style. We're standing in the reception room, and this is French Renaissance. We have a Gothic library. We have a Baroque, French Baroque parlor. We have a Turkish smoking room, a Pompeian bathroom. You literally walk through art history as you walk through this house.
All efforts and passion for the mansion are aimed at continuing to protect and restore the mansion for future generations.
The gift shop proceeds actually go directly towards conservation and restoration efforts in the house. And even if you wanted to just come and shop, you are able to do that. You do not have to purchase a ticket to go inside. So that's a great thing to do, especially at Christmas. We offer a lot of wonderful Christmas gifts, and you can just come directly here and shop all day and not even have to go into the house.
The mansion is most often visited at Christmas time, when it is lavishly decorated with all the tidings of the season. Perhaps the Libbys and the Morses would be pleased to know that their former home still continues to entertain friends for occasions ranging from showers to birthday parties to business gatherings in their newly renovated carriage house meeting space.
One of my favorite events last year was a young family who was here, and they said, "Our parents brought us here for Christmas, and now we're introducing our children to it." So it's become like a family tradition for people, which is really nice. I think it shows how much the Portland area and our larger New England area appreciate this building and recognize its special qualities.
For more information on the Victoria Mansion, log on to their website. It's victoriamansion.org, or there's a link on myfoxmaine.com.